Good evening. Hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. I'm Grogue and you're watching Grogue 1 on YouTube and Twitch. Welcome one and all. Alright, hang on. Let me get rid of that. Being a little bit distracted by a clip that somebody posted. Started as a glitch that they encountered. Anyway, welcome everyone to my returning viewers, my new viewers. Remember, if you like the content, click the thumbs up, click the like. We do appreciate it. It helps promote the channel a little bit. And if you want to be notified when we're going live, click the follow or the subscribe buttons. Yeah, by all means, lurk in the background, watch, just enjoy. But don't be shy. Say hi. Let us greet you and acknowledge you. And thank you for the time that you've given up to watch us and our adventures and antics in the verse. Anyway, that's enough of a spiel from me. I hope you're all having a good Monday, and I hope you all had a lovely weekend. And I hope we've all had a good start to the week. Yawn, it goes quickly to... Right. Discord. Let's say hello to the Wazzy. Hello, Ozzy.
Good evening.
Are we all rearing to go for another try? 3.24.2?
Yeah, I gave it a try today, but not very good.
Not very good.
Yeah, let's try. Yeah, well, still, what is it? Server degradation or something.
Yeah, I'm seeing
Whatever.
that. I'm seeing that as well. Notification: enter at own risk.
Yeah.
So
well,
yeah.
Got 230Ks in a row, and I haven't been able to get back in because
Okay.
I'm not getting my server selection again.
Oh crumbs.
Driving me nuts, this shit.
And are you using that VPN that you tried? That you said you?
I am using a VPN that worked earlier, but for some reason it's not working right now. So I'm gonna have to rely on you pulling me in. I hope.
All right. Let's hope we can do that. Yeah, that is rather unusual. Right. Let's switch to in-game so people can see what we're getting up to. Game is off. All right. Game on. There we go. Game is on. Okay. All right. So we're going to invite Wazzy to party.
Yeah.
Here we go. Was Ferratu. We're going to enter the persistent verse and. Okay, I've currently got Asia selected. I think the last time. I wonder if I should try for best.
Yeah, just go for best.
Yes, let's see how let's see how it goes for best. All right.
Sure.
Taking you in?
Yes, I am loading. So at least something. Now I found that if I try the UK server, it's much better than when I try one of the local servers here.
Okay.
Because local servers are fast, but they're not allowing me to get into the game.
Yeah.
So if I go over, say, UK or so, it seems to be a bit better. But still, I get 30K. Oh no, there we are. Code 30K, 30,000.
Oh, glory.
Connection lost. Game client has lost its connection to the game server.
Okay, well that's a good start to the evening.
Well, at least you're not. I might be able to still join you. But...
let's have a look and see. I'm still on the loading screen. So I've been trying to catch up on my admin because I haven't been very good with doing my clips and stuff. I'm actually way behind on my social sites, but I was busy. I realized that not the last stream, that one seems to be okay, but the two prior to that, none of the Discord audio came through on the stream. And the whole blooming stream, I'm having this conversation with nobody. Until right near the end of the the one stream, and then one guy says, I don't know if this is meant to be deliberate, but we can't hear your Discord chat. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's when
So it took...
I also kind of
Like,
messaged you or went into you.
so I'm hoping, yeah, Discord is capturing correctly. Yes, it is.
I normally don't go into the other streams just to test or see, but normally I assume that everything's working.
Yeah, look, I've got my stream managers open, and I should have actually just checked. I should check those by just unmuting them because they are. No. Okay, all right. Now let's just see.
It's taking you long as well, huh?
I'm in. Now I'm in.
Okay, now I see it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let me see if I can.
Okay, yeah, Discord audio is coming through on the stream, so that's okay. It's although. Okay, all right, there we go. All right. Yep, and I'm in a medical gown. My sleepwear of choice. Yeah, because I died last stream. What happened? I died several times actually last stream. Fell down the ship elevator. Oh yeah, a couple of odd things went wrong. Okay, well, let's try and get dressed for an attempted success. Yeah. We'll suit up when we get down there, if we get down there.
I'm joining friends. I hope
Okay.
that will be the bee's knees.
We'll turn the global chat off. We don't really. Okay. Well, it seems to be okay.
There's still some quite big problems with some of the items and things in the game. So I tried to do some salvaging.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, I could not find out what the unknown, the signatures were. They just didn't want to show. And then for some reason, it just started popping up.
Okay.
You can find the small and the medium-sized panels are quite readily.
Wait.
But the big ones, they just kind of pop up out of unexpectedly, right next to you. So they haven't.
Where am I? I'm not in the lobby. No.
Level so and so.
I'm on floor 3. Why am I on floor 3? Call elevator. I'm sure I clicked on take me to the lobby. Now it's not responding again. Yeah, we're gonna have this tonight, are we? Come on. Now it's on floor 6. Okay. And as I step across into the elevator, atmosphere and temperature and everything disappear. Let's try that again. Lobby!
No, same. You have to press each button 16 times. I think this server is calling in sick now.
Nope, still hasn't gone down.
It's not the happiest.
No, it's not happy at all. This is still very much along the lines of what we experienced on Friday. I wonder what the issue could be. Oy vey. The Matrix is not behaving itself today.
Yeah, the whole weekend actually.
Yeah.
There was a post on the Discord, the one channel, the update channel,
Yeah.
that said something about a hotfix, but I never actually got a hotfix. I never installed a hotfix. There was no hotfix. I have no idea what that
Yeah,
is.
but generally don't they put the hotfixes into PTU first?
Yeah, PTU is not 24.2 anymore. It's 4.0. Well, at least over Evocati.
Avocati, yeah, but they could still be, they could be trying to run
No, no, no.
fixes on.
Once it comes to live, there is no PTU version out there.
No, but they did that with the last hotfixes. They ran them in PTU first,
Yeah,
and then they released them to PU.
but right now there is. I don't think there is a
Okay.
24.2 PTU. I don't know. I'm very confused at the moment. So
Well, okay. Not a big deal. It'll come out when it comes out, I guess.
either we've got a minute delay, or the server is playing hard to get.
Shuttle's hovering over there. Not approaching the station. Well, the platform. The shuttle is approaching the station. Right. Well, if it's approaching so damn slow that you can't even tell that it's moving.
I have to try and leap off the side there.
Hell no, I'm not risking my life and limb for this shit.
Well, I'm trying to.
Oop, now it disappeared entirely. Didn't even fly past, it just vanished. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to leave the. Trying to get an elevator to the lobby, but he's not being very friendly.
Well, at least I can see your icon.
Yeah, same here. So I fixed one thing. One thing seems to be fixed, but
Oh,
99 broken.
There's another shuttle, but again, it's locked up over there. Even for, ooh, now suddenly there's one over here too.
Let's just go to the other side and just take the 3 stops. Have you been to the go-kart racing track?
Nope, not yet. No, this ain't working. And I'm pretty sure it will be the same on the other side too.
I don't know, this morning it worked a little bit when I started playing. But then, half an hour.
Okay, on this side there's one sitting here, but its doors are not open. So yeah, very unresponsive.
The lobby thing, and it keeps opening on the same.
Yep, that's what it did to me too.
Same floor.
That's what it did to me too.
And I jump out and I can't open it. It keeps.
Whoop, yeah, it's gone again.
Lobby.
No, oh, now it appeared over there. Whoop, and now it just reappeared. Now there's 2 here.
I should try Australia or something. Server in Australia, at least.
Yeah, I think we should try another server.
The delay might actually work out.
Okay, I'm exiting the menu.
Alright, yeah, send me out. Proceed to menu. We're gonna have to get a different region, that's for sure. If we go into the same place, it's going to bring us to the same server. So.
Okay, so we can go this verse. Oh shit! No, I don't have the buttons. Now I can't enter the verse.
You can try and go into the Arena Commander, choose Free Fly, and then you get your buttons again.
Wait, this is... Oh, okay, this is the...
That's what I would always do, and then do as if I'm going to go into the... Just pick
Free flight.
Free Flight, because you have go into some kind of a pre-stage area.
Hmm.
Once it gives you, oh yes, I found, people for you to fly against and play again with.
Searching for match.
Yeah, searching for match. Then you'll get this nice big open area, depending on which map you chose. And then you can kind of choose where you want to
Yep.
spawn at. And then I just say, okay, back to menu. And usually, most times, I would get the button back when I go to EU.
It's taking forever to find me a match, though.
Yeah, I think the servers are so beyond help
Oh,
at the
I
moment.
will give that a go. Day of the Vara. Compete in a spooky showdown this Day of the Vara and battle against an army of undead skeletons in Kill Collector. Surviving victors will be rewarded with a ghoulish bag of the Vara challenge coin. Oh, ghoulish Day of the Vara challenge coin. Okay.
Okay, well, how to
Zombie
select
shooter.
that thing? Yeah, but not in Free Flight, is it?
No. It's one of the Arena Commander events.
Okay.
Um,
Puts you in there with a pocket knife or something.
I'm not sure. Be interesting to. Okay. Arena Commander is not responding to me either. Okay, I'm gonna have to quit game.
And then you have to go way out and then come back and start up from fresh. And that should give you the buttons back. Nope. Now you have to actually close
No,
the...
or sorry. I'm showing that the game is running. Okay, there we go. Right. Exit that. And we're gonna exit there too.
Very surprised. Good.
Okay. I'm going to relaunch.
Okay.
And launch the game.
Holding the thumbs.
Okay, let me just... Oh, no, yeah, I've got here live and PTU selection of game selection. And the PTU version is identical at the moment to the live version.
Well, there's no actual PTU hotfixes either, so...
Yeah, no, but what I'm getting... yeah, currently, obviously, there isn't anything because the version is exactly the same. Yeah, if they were running a hotfix, you would see the version number would be different. So, yeah, there's nothing at the moment.
I have a feeling that it's more the servers themselves.
Yeah, I think so too.
Something really got messed up. Big time. Okay, I see the menus again.
Okay, persistent universe. Here we go. Enter okay, we're gonna select another area.
Asia.
Asia or Australia?
Australia.
Asia's probably...
Okay.
And enter.
Australia is 5:30 in the morning, so... And Asia is 2:30.
Oh, okay, Asia's closer. Oh, never mind.
That doesn't matter. Sometimes it's just good to go a different region and then go back into menu and try Europe again. But you should give you a different server. You just want to change a server and not pick the same one you had before.
Yeah.
By choosing a different region, that should guarantee that there will be a different server. So anyway, I went out and I bought some new vehicles and ships.
Mm-hmm. Vehicles
So
and ships.
yes, indeed.
What ships did you go and buy?
I got the MPUV cargo tractor, MPUV tractor.
Didn't you get that already?
No, but the cargo. And that's a joke. You can take 2 SCU with you, but the tractor is more. It's kind of the flying version of the Atlas.
Oh, okay.
So
Is what's it called? Argo?
It's the Argo MPUV tractor.
MPUV tractor. Okay. Oh, so it's a towing vehicle.
No. The towing vehicle is the SRV.
Oh.
This is a flying version of the Atlas.
The TLS. Okay. All right. And vehicles?
Has 2 track schemes on it. Vehicles, I got the Medivac,
Okay.
the Pulse, and an Ursa. Again.
You have to buy yourself an Ursa again. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the I got the Pulse and the ATLS, but yeah, I glitched out while trying to. I died getting into the ATLS off when I brought it up from storage. So yeah, I was sitting with. Why is it not letting me get out of the bed? It's responding.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, I'm not getting any interaction icon either. Don't think we're in any better condition here than we were before. Yeah, so I went to Area 18 and I bought the ATLS and I bought the Pulse and got back to the hangar and I'd forgotten to store the ship. So they had impounded it or something. So I thought, okay, let me bring up the ATLS and the Pulse first. Brought the ATLS up, and as I climbed into it, I died. And I was like, oh, fuck this shit, I'm logging out.
I'm not having any luck. I'm not even getting into the server, never mind getting out of the bed.
Yeah, no, I've got no interaction icons. Nothing is. I can look around. Oh, well, there we go. But yeah, not responding to the function click. So everything is horribly delayed. Okay, I think maybe we should try another one. Try.
Okay, so let's.
Because you're not even getting in, and this is
I'm
just.
not even. My server's not even responding. So I'm just going to Alt F4 and try and restart.
Okay, let's try again.
It really messed up this time. This much. I'm getting vibes of 318.
Yeah, so I watched some of the highlights of CitizenCon and the presentations of what they have planned for 1.0. It's like, okay, all right, not exactly what they originally had in mind, but anyway, getting there. But yeah, when are we going? When can we expect 1.0? And don't say, oh, end of the year. Or...
No, not going to be this year.
No, it won't be. 4.0 is coming at the end of this year. Yeah, no. Yeah, but what I'm saying is they are very good at building hype for this game. And
if you look at how far they are with some of the other things, like the stations, the player stations, and some of the ships, they're in gray box. So they are okay. I am in menu.
yeah, I'm in menu, but unfortunately I can't pick anything but Asia. Server location. It's not allowing me to pick any other area. Hang on, I'm gonna have to
try going to Arena Commander.
No, I've got I've got the enter the persistent universe,
Yeah,
but
okay,
but it's not allowing me to select best or anything. Hang on, give me a second. It's just
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go into Arena Commander, change it down there, try and get in.
oh
That's
right, okay. Oh, out. Let's do this one more time.
because they can change things, and you can try, and hopefully it'll keep the server's teeth or something. Let you do something at least.
Well, give this one last go.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we call it. Not going to waste our
Okay.
time.
Yeah. I wanted to do some salvaging because I spent money and I haven't been earning anything.
Well, I would like to be able to go and finish my shopping. Because, yeah, I've still got to go and collect my ATLS and Pulse, and I think my Valkyrie is still there for some reason.
I just claim it.
Yeah, I could just claim it, but I also wanted to go to Lorville to go and get the nurse. So. Here we go. Right, okay, now it's... Let's see. Where is it going to take us this time?
This afternoon I was lucky and actually got into a server that was pretty decent. Could do all my things and then logged out to do some lunch stuff, and when I got back, things didn't work out so well. Since then it's been off and on. So no wonder there's nobody else playing at the moment.
Well, we don't. I did see a number of people, probably half a dozen or so, streaming. Dawson, but I would admit that at least two of those streamers were actually in just chatting and watching the CitizenCon highlights and stuff and commenting on that. But there was an Australian guy that was playing, and he seemed to be having pretty smooth time of it, but I didn't watch him for long. And there was a French lady also on, but no, she was one of the two that was watching. So okay, yeah, so maybe just depending on where you were.
Yeah, well, I was mostly watching Tomato. Just like his commentary with everything. Seems to have one hell of a memory, because he always, oh yeah, no, it's in this clip, or it's in this clip, and there they said this, and in this one they told you about this.
Okay.
Oh my god. How the hell did you keep all of that, and how do you know where to find all these things every time? And that's pretty cool.
He's probably just one of those people who just remembers things, details like that.
Yeah. No, he knows exactly. Oh yes, in this clip they talked about this, and then he jumps onto that clip and shows you exactly. Oh, it's right here. Click, and then they start talking about that. It's quite it's a hell of a good memory. You just
But you might find he also takes notes as he moves, as he watches things initially, so that he's got some kind
Oh
of
gosh,
reference.
I'm in.
Yeah, I seem to
I
be
am
in.
in.
Looks kind of responsive. Let's just see.
Open the door. Come. Open. 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 Nope. Nope. Nope.
Ah, okay. Spoke too soon.
You don't want to open.
Yeah. Okay. I spoke too soon. I jinxed it. Yeah, a veritable verse of wondering what the fuck is going on here. Nothing fucking works.
Confined to my room.
They're making us promises for 4.0 and 1.0 and they can't even make the fucking current version work.
Probably roll back to the old one.
Yeah, say, excuse me, can I roll back, please? I'll stay on 3.241 until 4 comes out. I'm okay. I don't need the new HUD and the Zeus.
Yeah, the new HUD is
Oh my god. You need to know every single ship's console, instrument panel, to know where to know where you're looking at your velocity, your acceleration limiters, cruise control.
But if you got 3 ships, fine. But if you got 20, oh my goodness.
I mean, it took me almost 15 minutes to figure out where it was in the Cutlass, and then I switched to the Valkyrie, and it was like, oh fuck, now where is it? Because it's not even in the same place on the.
Okay, door opened after the 20th try.
Okay, well, now my inventory just suddenly opened in, and that was one of the first things I clicked on, and that was before me clicking on the door. So that is seriously delayed. Okay, and now the door opens. Okay, right. Okay, maybe the server just needed a moment.
We're gonna get. Let's see what kind of delay we are working with.
I'm checking the mouse around like that. Okay, call elevator.
Ping is at 600. FPS is at 59.
The server pings at 600.
My one is, yeah.
That's horrendous.
Yeah, me going over.
What's it? What's it?
Yeah.
R underscore display info. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Zone. Zone.
So I'm on Dream Station again.
Fuck it! I can't read that without my glasses. It's way too small on my screen. And red is not a good color to try and read. So if I'm okay, I've got display info 1 open, so I don't have all the information, but the FPS is sitting at 29.9 at 33 odd point something milliseconds. Server FPS
18.
17, 18. It's bouncing around quite hectically. It's very up and down.
Yeah, well, it's not doing anything, so it might as well be 100.
Net ping 397 milliseconds. That is quite slow. That's quite a high ping rate. So these servers don't seem to be coping too well with responding.
Well, if you look at the BW in and out, I mean, those are not good.
Yeah, no, these servers are not performing well. Okay. I don't know, how do you want to give it a bit of a try? But I think it's going to be an extremely frustrating evening to try and do anything.
And it's just not going to get us anywhere. I can't even get into the elevator, never mind call
Yeah,
it
no,
into
I'm still
whatever ship.
trying to call an elevator. It took almost 2 minutes to get out of my room. Okay.
Maybe it's because it's normal time right now, and everybody's trying. There's a lot of people that might be really kicking things over. Because early in the day, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Really wasn't that bad.
Could be
So I
time of
think
day.
right now
Hmm.
there's too many people for it to handle. Yeah, I know.
You know, this is taking forever for a server to respond.
I think our gray hairs are going to be
Snow
overshadowing
White by the time we're done.
Yeah, Snow White, yeah. Nope,
Okay.
I think tonight we're not going to get anywhere. I'm hoping that they're maybe going to put out a hot fix that fixes
Yeah.
some of these things. Would be nice. Or we
Proceed to
can meet
menu.
up again at midnight. Oh,
I have
we're
work in the
open.
morning, unfortunately. Much as I wouldn't mind starting a game at midnight when everyone else has gone to bed, but of course then almost all of the Western Hemisphere, sorry, is online then.
Yeah, no, this is not going to get us anywhere.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
We'll give it another go on Wednesday.
Yeah. Keep an eye on things, maybe do some salvaging, try to anyway. Make some money, even if it's less than it was before. Hopefully they'll fix some of these things. Yeah, okay. I am going to menu. We tried. We tried and we didn't succeed.
Star Citizen Con, Day 1, full broadcast. Let's watch 9 hours of streaming video from Citizen Con.
Yeah,
Citizen Con, but just the good stuff. Okay, and that's 7 minutes. So I see we're getting a new ship, a larger version of the Freelancer, the Starlancer. That looks quite interesting.
yeah, it's not so bad. There's 3 versions of it. There is the which one
Why are
is
we
it?
watching an advert for Star Citizen when we were going to watch an advert for Star Citizen?
Let's hear anything. They have the sound, maybe.
Oh, is this audio not coming through? Okay, yes, I see, sir. Sorry.
Oh no. Let me just go on to it. Let me just.
Here we go.
There should actually be 3 ads. This is for the first ship. And you've got the oh, the gunship type.
Yeah.
And then there's the max.
Let's start with what the Star Lancers have in common.
I think the
These
max
are all
has,
fairly
I
large
think it's
ships
got about
designed with the
300
concept of the Misk Odyssey.
SCU.
While I don't find the form of Misk ships particularly attractive, I know for a fact that there's a lot of you out there that really enjoy the obviously industrial design, highlighted by the sheet metal-like look of the exteriors. All of the Star Lancers have a length of 83 meters, a width of 52, and a height of 16. For some context,
It's a pretty big
what
ship.
it feels like in game, this is 10 meters less than a 600i in length, with an almost identical width and height. It's actually quite a bit bigger than the
It's
Constellation
not like the
series,
ship.
being around 20 meters longer in length
It's
and
just
width.
too
A
roundy.
comparison that'll be relevant later.
Yeah, that's the
These
Mist
Star Lancers also
general
share a
design.
with each other, each having 4 size 4 weapons controlled by the pilot. Unlike most other ships, however, these weapons are split into 2 gimbal turrets on either side of the hull, exactly like the Freelancer weapons. This will limit your DPS when aiming sharply off to one side, as your hull will block the line of sight to the other pair of guns. Speaking of blocked lines of sight, the Star Lancers have 2 remote turrets on top of the hull, each with a pair of size 4 weapons. While
Remote,
this looks pretty
okay.
good and compares well with the turrets on the Constellation, the placement of these guns is really going to impact their effectiveness. Similar to the Freelancer, the Star
Again,
Lancers
it's the
have a hump
elevator.
on top of the ship in the middle. This is going to seriously impact the ability of the rear turret, as it is limited to a 180-degree arc behind the ship, just as the front turret can only shoot at targets in front of the ship. The TAC variant does have more weapons, which we will cover when highlighting it.
Okay.
The Star Lancers come with a total of 16 size 3 missiles that will be locked to that size and number due to the bespoke nature of the launchers involved. When it comes to components, these ships have pretty standard layout for ships of this size. They all have a size 2 quantum jump drive with a size 2 computer and a size 2 radar. They also have 2 size 2 batteries and 3 relays to manage for engineering gameplay. The Max variant has a size 3 shield and 2 size 2 power plants. The TAC variant has a step up from this that we'll talk about when we get into its highlights. That's about it for similarities. So how do these ships differ and specialize, and how do they stack up against their competition? Starting off with the incoming Star Lancer looks. The Max, or cargo version of the Star Lancer, comes at a concept price of $225 war bond, or $250 if you're using Storecraft. As the cargo variant of the series, the Max comes with a few upgrades when compared to its sister ships. The most obvious of which is its cargo capacity, coming in at 224 STU. All this cargo will come at an increased weight, of course, and so the Max comes with an extra 2 VTOL thrusters on top of the 4 from the other variants. We also get a central deployable cargo grid that brings out some of the cargo down to ground level, making it much easier to move cargo on and off of the ship.
That makes sense.
I think
Cargo Atlas.
the most
You'll be able to
interesting
store
part is when they
128
go into
STU cargo
crafting,
in the central deployable cargo
because
area
that's really going to
from
be
May
the next
96.
stage.
Sorry, was he? Couldn't hear you there. Was he?
Yep.
Sorry, what were you saying? I couldn't make out what you were saying.
No, I was just saying, they were talking about the crafting that they're going to introduce to.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
STU to be kept in the back.
Because that's going to affect everything.
This
You're
brings
going
us
to be
to
able
the
to
internals of the
upgrade
Max.
just about
Starting
everything. You're going to be doing stuff yourself. You're going to start building your everything yourself.
Yeah, I saw that in the CitizenCon video that I watched. Earlier, part of it anyway. When they were talking about reputation and the council and the
Also,
UEE and
all
the various factions
also
and whatever.
the insurance and warranties.
Things like that, yeah.
How that's, you know, so
Moving
that's
on from
quite
the body
interesting.
support.
But who knows when it's going to come? That's the problem.
Yeah, that's why I'm not particularly phased about it, because it's far, far away still.
At the front, we have our cockpit. Unfortunately, it has been confirmed that the Star Lancer will have the now infamous letterbox view from its cockpit design. After flying ships like the Zeus and the Spirit series, I am not looking forward to testing the ship's visibility with this design.
Some of this,
Keep in
this
mind, this will be the
Star
largest
Lancer
ship
is
that we
going to
have
be
so far
with
that
the,
has
what's
such
it called,
cockpit visibility with
IEA or whatever.
Take
That's
the difference
coming to Star.
Sorry, say that again?
This ship, the Star Lancer,
Yeah.
is being released. IEA.
Oh, the Interstellar Aerospace
Yeah,
the
tanks or
IAE.
something. IAE.
Okay. I'm not really a fan of the MISC ships, to be honest. I don't yeah. One of the key things I don't like about them is this letterbox style cockpit in their design, very limiting. Yeah. There was something that I wanted to look at here. Let's go here. Day 2 full broadcast. So it was like 12 hours on day 1 and like 4 hours or whatever on day 2. So it's only not a very long expo. Oh, this is this CSV. This is this new transport tractor thing.
And yes and no. It's going to be for building, base building. It's the second part of the CSV, what was it, SPM, SM something other? The actual building. There's one vehicle that has the two drones that do the building, and this is the vehicle that has the SCUs with the building materials. So this is the one that's going to come out first. And then whenever the drones are ready and crafting comes in, they'll come up with the other vehicle.
Oh. Okay. I thought it was like a... I mean, it looks like a flatbed truck, so I thought it would be something for along the lines of the mule. But bigger.
It's got 4 SCU or something like
Yeah,
that.
you can take a
It's not
4 ECU on the
that
back, yeah. But nice for like local delivery runarounds and small stuff.
absolutely. I mean, even take if it fits into, let's see what ships it can fit into. But they say it's about the size of a tumbril, which I can't really believe.
No, it looks a bit bigger.
It does.
It looks considerably bigger than a tumbril. Almost, I would say, nearly the same length as an Ursa. But actually, well, perspective. Yeah, obviously a industrial machine.
But it does have a power generator, so that's something.
And it looks like it's got the ability to manipulate crates, move crates in the front.
It's like your normal, like your mule. It's the big brother.
Self-destruct. Shields. Okay. No. Probably not going to find what I was looking for.
What are you looking for?
No, but I was also on my own personal profile when I looked, so the algorithm is different. What was I looking for now? Ach, never mind. What do you use in radio radar? That's always the problem with YouTube, is I see something and I go, well, I'll get back to that one just now, because something else has caught my eye first, and then I go back and it's like it's not even in the list anymore.
Well, the playthrough of Squadron was quite nice, but honestly, there were
Okay.
two breakdowns between. But supposedly the guy had another go at it and came out with a nice
Uh,
continuous
yeah, yeah.
playthrough.
I saw the intro, whatever, when they were doing the presentation of the one that I watched. He said something about, yeah, we're gonna try it again because we had technical issues or whatever, and didn't, yeah, it didn't go very well.
No, he went back to the office and he made another one with 70 minutes of continuous play without any
Okay.
problems. So there should be a second video out there somewhere about Squadron 42. It's the first section of the game. But there's a lot of movie scenes and cutscenes.
I don't have a YouTube account, so I have to put up with videos. I mean, with adverts.
Welcome to a StarCitizenCon 2954 summary. So, what I want to talk about here is the major highlights and talking points of CitizenCon this year. So, I'll just briefly go bam. These are the highlights. What did you miss if you just want to have it all compact as possible? We are going to be doing a video on each of the panels and doing deeper dives into that. We're going to be talking a lot about this stuff over the coming weeks. We've also been putting up the panels that have been out, sort of cutting them down just for the giant Anyway, let's take a look at the first panel, the first day of the Worlds. We talked about the Genesis planetary universe. Basically, they're going to be proceeding tons of content all over the game, but at a really high detail. This includes dense forests with variation conditions. So we'll see a forest that looks like, oh wow, that could actually exist. They're going to take into account geology, soil, temperature, humidity. There's much better cliffs now. The sort of planetary tech for the 5 stuff is coming online. Public access islands, the idea here. We're going to have swamps and jungles and redwoods. They show examples of these biomes. Planets, they're going to be covered in potentially thousands of points of interest, and these are all going to be clustered together. That makes sense. You'll have a distribution center that's a mining center, and then near it you'll have a load of sort of mines and mining outposts, and near that you might have individual mines that you could get access to get gems, but there's a load of other stuff, refineries going on there as well, and it's going to have thousands of locations on. There's just a huge amount of gameplay area to do across these planets. It also shows some very cool dynamic weather and dangerous storms.
That'll make the game interesting.
That was interesting. See when the lightning actually strikes the ships.
Yeah. Somebody got struck by lightning there.
Also, really cool to have dynamic weather and storms and stuff like this. For a social universe presentation, it was very cool because it had all features. That's what I wanted for years. And so there's like party flying, there's a much better social app there that's sort of built in, kind of building towards ever most standard tools and ways of acting with all parties and groups. At a glance, tell you
And they're getting through the orgs.
I'm glad that they're taking that into consideration.
Yeah, cyber. Oh,
It's pretty heavy.
event.
To track and then sort of like ping out detect things, but you've got to be quite loud to do that. Stealth armor, sort of snippers, pilots, or a mixture of those things, so that you can sort of
Like
specialize
they
in
said,
one
this
or
event
something
took
rather than
them
being a part
40
of
minutes or
so
so.
you can run through one for different sort of things you can do, like raids, large scale events, all that sort of stuff. But also, they showed off here sandworm raids. Basically, giant Malakar, the big sandworm from 2016, comes out of the ground, absolutely massive. You have to fight it. Why do you want to fight it? Well, because you want its delicious teeth and pearls, because they sell for a lot of money. It spits out at you, it smashes you, it needs to be baited out of the ground by like driving around it. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be going on there. Really like the idea. They said there was going to be large scale events.
Ooh, he got nailed.
There was the Beyond Pyro presentation. So they basically went, yeah, we've been working on X2, making a system after Pyro. This borders Vandal space. You can see Vandal here, lots of redone Delamar, which is a proper asteroid and massive ring. Also showed off like this original loading dock. Basically, there's Hull series will unload their cargo here, so you can take it straight off the Hull series, chuck it over a magnetic grav cannon on the side. So basically like an external freight elevator in zero gravity that sort of come into places instantly.
That sounds nice.
Future, building a better refinery and cargo experience with station experience. They're getting art core in better districts, building interiors and landing zones as well. Let's talk about art core for a minute. We've got this thing called depths. Basically, with depths, they're instanced PvE dungeons open that you can go in, go loot, and you can kind of progress in. And when you've got enough rep or completion in a dungeon there, you can
No Man's Sky vibes, huh?
Yeah, very much so.
Other things you'll ever craft, bases, again, create some materials, and a form of crafting form. So there are various different types of building tools. Smallest things like the crafting cart, which can fit with the cutter, drive this part of it, push it out, and then it has roads in, resources, and structures to its bits. Then small drones, which are small-sized buildings. The larger the drone, the quicker it will build things, and the larger size of the buildings you can build. There's like refineries, fabricators, and more fabricators up to hangar size. Big old ships, there's extractors, to export resources, powered, fuses which upgrade here. Structures are also going to be upgradable. Fuses will wear out, and we need to replace them. Power generators might use fuel based on the generator you've built. You'll also be able to have underground hangars, basically mirroring what you've got in your hangar station at the moment. You'll be able to set up the base for a load of different purposes, whether it be combat, or storage, or as a shop. You'll be able to sell sort of items and ships and gear through kiosks or physical displays. Farming, ranching, loads of different stuff, including making these massive spawn bases and towns. It looks like once you've got your base all set up, you can potentially do everything planet side you might want to do for crafting and refining, all that sort of
Okay.
resources. I'm not 100% sure exactly how they're limited on the planet, whether it's limited by sort of like it can extract a certain amount during a certain period of time, or if not limited resources. There's only 100,000 iron under the deposit you've got. So moving bases or will it just sort of become less profitable or extract a certain amount over a certain period of time? Bases that build in safe systems will have factory shielding to basically make them invulnerable, but in dangerous systems or systems that with protections, then you are going to have to build.
Yeah, they were talking about the SEAL, planetary shield system network.
It's going to be quite hard to sort someone else's base. There's also ways that you can get planetary shielding.
Yeah, but that's for big orgs. You're not gonna.
Yeah, but it becomes a gameplay loop in controlling certain aspects of the network and things like that, and yeah.
Construct cart that also showed off the Argo CSV, which is a construction support vehicle, basically a fabrication one, drones, also SFL, which is a flatbed truck that moves resources around. They've got the MISC style.
Only thing they didn't really talk about is, how can you, as a solo player, kind of work into this as well.
Yeah, the video that I was watching, the guy, no, somebody, I think, made a clip of a particular section or whatever with regards to the base building and stuff like that. I think it was on one of the Star Citizen Facebook pages, I seem to recall. And it's like, oh, so what happens if we don't want to be in an org or a group? What happens if we only want to play solo? And one guy responded and said, you can still do that. It's just going to be more difficult for you as a solo player to build a base because you're going to be doing all the work alone. But if you don't want to build a base, you don't have to. You can live off a space station, or you can still live off a planetary capital or something like that. This is for those that. This is the sandbox. So you can do whatever you want, however you want it. That's the idea of the sandbox. This is just one of many of the different options that will become available to you. And that kind of makes sense. I mean, not everyone wants... I mean, it's the same with No Man's Sky or any big MMO. Everyone's got their own way of playing it, and they've got their own end game in mind. Playing...
Well, I think it's the affiliations, that you kind of align with a certain...
okay, yeah, that's your reputation and your your affiliations with regards to the law organizations, so like the council, the UEE, and stuff like that. If you're going to say for instance work primarily, you're a mercenary and you are working on the lawful contracts, you're going to build a positive reputation with the UEE, but you're going to build a negative reputation with their opponents, whether it be Nine Tails or whatever. And if you tend to head towards obviously the unverified illegal contracts, the drug running and piracy and all that, you're going to end up with a negative. So then you're going to have like a system like Stanton. Stanton's obviously one of the most secure systems that will be available in the 5 that get released, but they're going to be like security responses. So if someone chooses to pirate you like they've been doing in orbit of Crusader, you're going to get a very quick response from the AI local security. Hold on, we're on our way, we're coming to assist you, kind of thing. And it's going to make it difficult for people to pirate. Whereas in the the more lawless environments like Pyro and stuff, you may not have a security response whatsoever. But the rewards for going there to do missions there are much greater because the risk is much higher. But now with there being 5 systems, there's now other things to be doing in other systems as well. So each system will be a little bit different in its, I suppose, level of risk and reward. But whether you want to do it as a group or as an individual, you can still do that. I'm not really into the base building myself. I tend to find like I build a base, and within a short while getting the base up and running, I go, oh fuck, I found a better spot that I'd rather build my base at and move it. And then as I explore more, especially in No Man's Sky, I'll end up with multiple bases all over the place because I'm always finding a new spot. I think, hey, this is a nice spot to put a base, and I'll end up building a new base again from scratch. So yeah, I would probably just find a quiet spot for a homestead or something. Just, to maybe go and do some local mining or some farming or something. But I wouldn't build it into something big like this.
Yeah, no, I don't think you can actually do it alone.
And to do something like this, we would need to be an organization or a a group that is relatively committed to putting in the time and effort into building something like this. It would be nice, but yeah, I don't see it as something that would happen very quickly. Or for instance,
Well, the thing is, you can join up to 5 orgs, so 6. I think 6 orgs is
okay. Well, I don't even have time for the one that I joined, and I've actually already spoken to them, and I've said, look, guys, I actually think I've overextended myself in this, and I'm not able to make time to attend to stuff. And the guy said, don't worry about it. When you can, you join us, whatnot. If it becomes an issue, then obviously, but yeah, I'm. If I was to spend every stream building bases and whatnot, take a long time. But yeah, look, we see how it grows. We see how it evolves. Maybe by the time we get to that level, we might have a group of consistent players and decide we want to do something like this. Things change.
I doubt it's because we're going to have a leader that's obviously that leader will have to be in the game most of the time.
Not necessarily. If you set up an organization properly with some kind of proper ranking structure, and go, okay, this is your commander, this is your second in command, these are your battalion manager, your section managers, or whatever, however you want to structure it, and you develop your groups, of whatever within the org and the leaders of the groups and things like that. And not every session has to be org orientated. You're going to have this time when, okay, org leader may say, okay guys, we found a location that we think is going to work for a base for us. We're going to start gathering resources, and as an organizational event, we're going to spend 3 or 4 hours on Saturday from this time to that time together working on it. And if everyone's, if you can be there, then great. If not, well, then, not a big deal. And then everyone gangs together and you have some fun gathering resources and providing what's necessary and things, and building a bit of a base for us. The rest of the time, everyone will be off doing their own thing, or whatever. Or maybe members of the org might decide, okay, guys, I'm going to do some salvaging. I want to, go and get some RMC and make some money. And 2 or 3 members of the org join up because they, play well together, whatever, and off they go and do their own thing. Just because they're in the org doesn't mean to say they have to do everything for the org. They can still do stuff individually. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't see a problem with it. But yeah, it's a long time coming. The group can change. For all we know, we might lose interest and not even be bothered to continue playing the game. Anyway, they've got a lot of interesting things that they want to do, and I assume from the presentation that a lot of this coding and development has already taken place, or is in taking place, and now it's just a matter of expanding on what they've currently built. So it might go a bit quicker now. Yeah, I mean, if they're looking to release Squadron 42 in 2026, we can probably expect 1.0 somewhere around the same time. Because the two, although they are separate games, playing Squadron 42 to completion earns your, if I understood correctly, maybe it's changed, I might be wrong, but if I recall correctly, completing the Squadron 42 game earns your character citizenship.
Yeah.
You're no longer a civilian, like the rest of us currently are. And citizenship obviously can be earned in-game as well, but completing Squadron 42 means you've done your service to the UEE, you are now a citizen. Very Trooper, very much the same story with Starship Troopers series. So to me it just makes kind of sort of logical sense that the two would be released in close proximity to each other. 2 years, although it seems like a long time, will go very quickly considering we've waited 13 years already. 11 years. Or 12 years. 12 years. So, yeah, and if they are going to be, 4.0 is just going to be Pyro. Or have they changed that now?
No, still only Pyro.
Still only Pyro. So then, between
Pyro and meshing.
Pyro and server meshing in 4.0, what's happening between 4.0 and 1.0?
Yeah, that's the question. 1.0 is going to have the 5 systems, so between the two, there's going to be quite a lot of things happening.
Yeah.
They're going to have to introduce another at least 3 systems.
Are we?
Get the server meshing.
Yeah. Amongst other things, and that's sort of the stuff that I'm actually more interested in, is the more immediate stuff that we're going to be getting, because then I have an idea as to where my current gameplay is heading. At the moment, yes, we're building reputation with cargo and stuff like that, but all that stuff's going to change once the dynamic economy starts being introduced properly and they start balancing everything, and you start getting unions for salvaging and mining and all those kind of things, gameplay things coming into it. Okay.
Have you checked the RSI updates channel? They come out with
Let's have a look at
LTI notes for
lifetime insurance.
Yeah,
so that's like so yeah, that was one of the other things that's one of the other parts of it that I saw was them talking about so any pledge ship that you buy, it's got
It's full,
full lifetime warranty. So that's the hull and the components. In-game ships, whether they are bought or built, you then have to buy insurance for them, as you would a normal car, and you would also any items that you're attributed as well would also automatically have a lifetime insurance on them. Thank you. But yeah, if you want to insure that nice set of Orc Mark 10 Nightfire armor that you got in a bunker raid, you're gonna have to purchase the insurance through one of the admin terminals or something like that. So yeah, there's a lot of things that are going to be coming that are going to be impacting the economy. I mean, fuel costs and repair costs are going to be going up to make it a little harder for people to just throw money around.
Well, fuel costs has been up.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of economic game balancing coming up in order for them to be able to make all of this work. So we can expect prices of things to be nerfed quite seriously, probably. Yeah, interesting.
Well, another interesting part is if you actually lose a ship or something.
Yes, you recover it. So if you die, if you've been in a bunker or something and you die and you respawn back in Orison, you can get a shuttle to take you back to your ship and try and recover it.
Exactly.
That.
Yes.
Thank you. That's yeah, because all these insurance the guy said over 80 something odd, and he was quite specific. It was 86 or 87 or something % of insurance claims are for ships that aren't destroyed.
Yep.
So yeah, go back, recover you'll be able to recover your body, recover your ship.
Well, as
That
long
makes
as
sense.
the icon is there.
Well, but I mean,
right
you know,
now.
if they're going to show you on your HUD a body marker, they can show you a ship marker.
Yeah,
So-
okay, but it doesn't happen every time.
No, it
Right
doesn't.
now.
And you get glitches where the markers are in the wrong place anyway. We've experienced
Exactly.
that as well. So yes, they need to iron those kinks out. But I mean that.
Ships spawn outside the hangar, all that kind of crap. What are you gonna do about that,
But the idea behind it makes sense. Because yeah, I mean the number of ships that are abandoned and whatnot and left lying around just because the person died. So yeah, they've got some interesting stuff that they're going to be adding, and I'm looking forward to some of that stuff. But just please make sure it works.
Well, that's why we are playing it in alpha.
Yeah, I know. We are testing. We are the testers. We are not the final game. I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of frustrating sometimes.
That's for sure. Like tonight.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
really like to play, but nope.
let's see what else they have. Let's see what else they has to talk about. Okay. And then I think we'll call it for the night.
Yeah. Definitely.
Pioneer is being reconcepted as a factory base, so this means that it's got the largest scale of extra large drones. It's also got fabricators, crafting, metal bays, refining extractors, loads of room for carrying stuff being on board. It is a mobile base that you can use to construct the largest buildings and other bases. I think it's 1,000 SEUs for space it's got, stuff like that. But also ships and vehicles, and the first part of space stations. So I'll talk about this briefly now. So space stations are going to be
Space stations as well. Okay.
part of Star System and coming after sort of ground bases. But we'll start building them with a Pioneer, sort of like building like cargo area, and then drop cargo off here and build the rest of your giant space station, which you can upgrade loads. You can add a load of modules on, hangars too, you can add space facilities. You can stick a load of things together, connecting these large star bases together, and build a
people were kind of hoping that they would show a new ship when they open this thing, but they didn't.
Yeah, no, you probably find there's certain aspects of things they're not allowed to reveal yet, or if they're not already been announced.
Well, they did that silhouette thing again. These are the ships we already given you, or put out, but these are the ones that are coming out. And then they kind of just show a backlit
Okay.
ships that of things are supposed to come out, and a little bit of a video teaser.
Yeah.
Tomato absolutely lost it because they brought out a medical terrapin.
Okay.
So there will be a lot of ships that are coming out in the run-up to 1.0 or 4.0, I don't know.
But yeah, but I mean, but some of the ships are very limited. I mean, if you think about like salvaging, I mean, how long have we been waiting for a medium-sized salvage ship? I mean, you got the small little Vulture. Well, not really small, but I mean, it's small in
Well, there
comparison.
definitely is a mining ship that's coming, but it has to be the big one. It has to be, because we already have a small and a medium. You've got the mole and you've got the what's it called?
Prospector.
Prospector.
Yeah.
So it has to be one.
Yeah. So yeah, we need something there. We need a medium-sized salvage, and some and cargo ships. Okay, there are tons and tons of ships that can take cargo now. But I mean, they still seem to jump from the medium up to the large, and there's a huge gap in between. In my yeah, but then again, I probably don't know all the specs to all the various cargo ships that are around at the moment because there's so many of them. I mean, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what my next cargo ship will be, what I want to work towards, and
Probably Zeus.
I would love to get a Zeus purely for the fact that I just love the design of the ship. But I mean, the Zeus ES, I think it is, holds what, 170? No, Taurus holds the constellation Taurus holds 176.
Yeah.
The Zeus holds 164, I think.
Oh, the CL.
Yeah, the cargo version, not the Explorer version.
ES is the Explorer.
The CL, the Explorer.
CL is the cargo.
Okay, whichever one. The cargo one holds about 164. So, and a number of people have already said in reviews that the cargo space in the Zeus is not actually very practical. They seem to have issues. Probably the largest crate you can get in there is probably an 8 SCU if you're lucky, and then you only get a few in, and you've got to pack small stuff around it because of the shape of the cargo. I think it's very much like the C2 inside. It's it's got
That's why you have the on the grid and off the grid.
I get that. Yeah. But even still, people have complained about being able to manipulate crates into the sort of corners and edges or wherever where you think you can get in there, but actually you can't, and a lot of wasted space.
What they need to do is actually have a way of converting crate sizes.
I don't think so. I mean, if you think about logistics and containers or whatever, every person who packs freight into a container knows how much freight's got to go in there, knows where it's going to, and will generally pack it as best they can to whatever size container it is.
Okay, but if you have
but that's
181 SCUs, why can't you make it, a couple of 32s or 16s just to make your life a little bit easier? That should be doable. If it's the same crap, you should be able to.
I think that's part of the challenge of the cargo hauling. is,
No,
I mean,
it's,
it. No, if you
it,
think
you,
about it,
it's
the
absolutely
logistics person, the
impossible.
logistics person is responsible for making sure that the cargo can be packed, is packed correctly and securely, and is transported properly.
No, no, no.
Um,
If I have to run around and do 200 SEU in one SEU plate, you know how long it takes me to do that
yeah,
if I'm alone.
but that's because you are mining in a vulture that can only spew out one SEUs,
Okay, but
and you're
there should
gathering
be
it.
a way. There should be a way of putting it into the whatever, and then say, okay, I would rather have it. It's
Okay,
going to
if you
cost
know
me
if
something.
in
Repack it into 16s or
okay,
whatever.
all right, no, no,
There should be a choice.
okay,
There
I
should
hear your argument, and for instances like that, yes, all right, fine. If you are doing, say, for instance, commodity hauling, where you are going to go to one spot and buy 300 SEU of gold, all right, so you're just buying the quantity. You should have the option to be able to pack it how you want to fit into your
You
ship.
are.
I get
You
that.
are. You are.
Okay. And if you're mining RMC and you've got a vulture and you're spewing out ones, but you've got 200 of the damn things in your warehouse and you now decide you want to sell them, but you've got to move them from Krill 1 to Orison, you want to be able to ship them. I can understand that. It's your cargo. You should be able to get to pack it how you want. What I was talking about though was the contracted hauling.
Yeah, okay, that's not going to change. There,
And that's what I always thought you were referring to. So
no, 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 no.
I'm arguing with you over
Purely,
uh,
this is
the wrong aspect of it, and I apologize for that.
purely
Um,
just the stuff that you make.
okay, that makes sense to me. Yes, all right, I understand that, and yes, to me that would be a practical thing, and yes, I would also say if they even if they made it a paid service, it would be something that people would consider because, as you say, moving 201 SEU RMC that you've been collecting a cruel one and you now want to get to Orison is a loss, and your C2 can take 16s and 32, so why not repack it to that? In that aspect, yes, okay, all right, and I agree with you on that. Yes, that would be useful and helpful. But yeah,
I think this is the actual video of the Terrapin medical. This is something else. Kind of a mishmash of different ships that they're putting in.
12 to 18 months.
Except for maybe Squadron 42 and the rest of the Star Citizen 1.0 stuff, which admittedly did also include the player space station. So bear that in mind. They're going to be coming after ground bases, potentially not within the next 12 to 18 months, but it might. We'll have to wait and see. So there was a big 1.0 Grogue to Star Citizen.
Oh, what are those ships doing? Sorry, that was in. It looked like he QT'd from atmosphere.
Yeah.
But it looked different. The animation looked very different. I should fucking well hope so.
Yeah, this is station.
Story.
There's a reason to move around the different zones. We'll call you into these zones. We'll teach you all the different things that you can do in game, all the different roles, all the
This this little thing here is that MPUV thing you're talking about, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Stanton, Nix, Castro, Pyro, and Terra. Terra's quite important, cool because it's a hugely built up human system. There's like big skyscrapers, lots going on. They do want to build towards their 100 star system goal. They're coming after star system 1.0. They're constantly be adding new stuff to the game, and the features that they're going to be adding to the star systems they're going to be adding to the game are going to get more complete. It's going to be like, bam, this is polished, this is ready for a part of the commercial release. It's not going to sort of like, this is super awesome. That's the stuff that needs to use that state. They also talk about the need for star sim and economy, so that sort of stuff. With dynamic economy, they answered a load of questions and said how some of this stuff, so taxes are important because they
Yeah.
system as is insurance, inheritance tax, all that sort of jazz. That's all part of it, but also there will be taxes on your base and stuff like that. Bases, insurance is important thing as well. You can health insurance, death of a spaceman, but also your ship. So losing a ship, you don't really want to lose your ship. And insurance, buy insurance for your ship. That will pay out credits for when you lose your ship. So
So-
buy your ship again, buy your customization.
So house, life, vehicle insurance, medical insurance. That's just fucking real life, damn it.
Yep. People are just going gaga over this part now. This is a Bengal.
Sorry, say that again?
This ship in the dry dock
Yeah.
is the Bengal.
Was it a Bengal? Okay. Wasn't really watching that. Didn't notice it. Go back a little bit. Oh, right there. Yes.
In the dry dock. You're actually building your own.
Yeah.
You know, build a bloody station. You might as well build a capital ship.
Well, you have to build the station to build the capital ship.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can understand, but and if the economy is going to work the way they describe it, it's not going to be easy, even for a well-established org,
Nope.
to get something like this going. The amount of resources and UECs that will be required to not only build these things but keep them running. I mean, if you've got engineering and you've got wear and tear and you've got organizational conflict and pilots that don't know how to fly crashing into things,
Yeah, but
ship repairs and
check out the last couple of scenes of this part of the video.
okay,
Because
sorry.
they're actually going to have stations in a kind of a net formation.
Yeah,
They're going to be attached to each other, and there's, I don't know, about 10 of them attached to each other.
okay, all right, we'll have a look.
Wild. It is absolutely wild. Just
Okay.
keep running that thing. Oh my goodness. I'm just wondering what org is that?
Starships, they're going to be freely available, so you can use them and get them back pretty quickly and easily. And that is your summary of CitizenCon. There was a load of actual stuff to see it do there as well.
Actually going to build 10 stations. Pumping out a load of CitizenCon based content over the next couple of weeks, deep dives and all that sort of jazz. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below. Do you love what they were talking about at CitizenCon? Did I miss anything major? Obviously, we're discussing it in a little bit more detail in the individual summaries. If you've got any questions about anything, chuck it in the comments below and listen to this beautiful chat about NordVPN and stuff. A very long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, CIG had taken over the development inspiration, but it's also, ooh, you panel, read bullet points. Every month we have a ship giveaway for October. It's for a Drake Corsair with a game package and lifetime insurance. All you have to do to be in for a chance of winning that 1-star citizen access and ship that can be used for exploration.
Okay. Yeah, there's some. and I like the ideas that they are that they are talking of introducing.
It take a long time for them to, sort out, weed out the problems and
Oh yes,
get
no,
it.
no, it's going to. I mean, he was talking something. He mentioned something about 18 months or something, so a year and a half, which basically puts us in what, early 2026 anyway. So yeah, if they're planning on bringing 1.0 out, it'll, yeah, as I thought, it's probably going to be very close to the release
Squadron.
of Squadron 42, so in a couple of years.
Well,
Okay.
Squadron is 26, so
Yeah,
they
well, I
pushed
mean, we're
this.
almost at the end of 24, so if you're thinking about, even if it's mid 26, that's just what, okay, it's 20 months away.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh, okay, well, at least we know that something's coming, and we've got an idea as to more or less when to expect it. But yeah, I just hope they're going to focus on fixing all these issues that we're having with 2.42,
Well, they're gonna have to.
2.242.
They're gonna have to. It's
Um,
just, I think they're trying to sort out, where do they start fixing things without breaking more things. So that's
yeah,
why we don't have the hot fixes yet.
yeah.
They're gonna come in slowly once they know they're gonna fix something and not break 5 other things.
That's
So
also my concern. But yeah, look, I mean, obviously, I think a lot of the stuff that's been holding them up has been developing the systems to actually be able to create the environment. I'm talking like back-end development coding, the actual engine. I mean, they've created an entire gaming development system, Star Engine, if I'm correct.
they've got several. They have
Um,
several.
but I mean, they're literally built from the ground up, completely roots up. So it's been a long, hard slog, and hopefully the things that they're bringing in here are built in a way that modularize them. So in other words, we want to add a new system. Here's the module, and all we need to do is construct the detail in the module, and then take that module and clip it onto the server. And we can then say, you know, there's a new jump point being discovered, and there's a system to go and explore. And people can then just start flying that jump point and be able to, and they just use these modules of systems or whatever, or things, to be able to contain everything with it, and be able to build each one and add them. So technologies and things like that, hopefully they're implementing them now and get them working properly, which I'm sure they will. I mean, if they're looking at 18 months, they obviously feel confident that they are close enough to a test environment, at least, that they can confidently say, okay, 18 months or so. But yeah, they need to be a bit more specific, which I'm sure we'll get closer to the time.
Well, what I'd like to have is, I've played a couple of games where the devs actually had the means of creating global events inside the game. So the devs say, okay, let's do an incursion or something like that, and then they just pick a point, select, how many ships, whatever, and then they just kind of send them in, and everybody on the server has to fight against them. And that used to be so much fun.
I'm sure they will bring events like that back in once they've got a more stable system in place. But I mean, they're also talking about dynamic encounters.
Yeah.
I mean, besides the Area 18 catacombs, I'm going to call them, as opposed to dungeons, because dungeons are a whole different ballgame. Catacombs would be a more correct term. That's all really cool and everything. That, I mean, I can imagine going into the depths of the city underground and having to role play a bounty hunter hunting somebody down there, and paying this one off for information and trying not to get caught by the gangs or whatever along the way. You know, there's a really exciting aspect of gameplay there. But they also talked about things like, what was the one guy saying? If you are, say, for instance, doing cargo hauling, and you've kind of set your route, there will, depending on a number of aspects or whatever, he did mention various criteria, there would be a chance of an NPC pirate ship being in the vicinity, perhaps hunting you. Or, you know, you're down on Hearst and then you're busy traversing between, you're doing a delivery run between two processing centers or something, and you come across a herd of, you know, what are those things that you hunt?
Copians.
The Copians, who are aggressive towards you, and you've got to sort of fight your way through or outrun, you know, these random Copians that are running around while doing your run. You know, or things like that. So they're looking to introduce random events, and those obviously will be based on what you're currently doing and where you are in the systems. So we can expect more sort of, you know, encounters while you're out there, as opposed to just, you know, QT from one station to the next, and you're going to land up, like for instance, the wreckage interrupts QT. I mean, that to me is like, okay, that can happen now. And it's happened to me on 2 occasions already. And it makes for quite an interesting gameplay, because like suddenly, something's gone wrong. You need to now focus and pay attention to the game and your surroundings, and assess the situation and keep you on your feet. More things like that, I think, could take a certain level of boredom out of QT, because when you're doing long hauling missions, you kind of spend a lot of time in QT. You've got nothing else to do. So a random encounter or two, just makes for a little difference. Makes for something exciting.
It's going to make some people flip out.
I'm sure it will initially. I mean, geez, the first time I dropped out of QT in the wreckage, I thought I was being interdicted, and I was like, and I just put foot and I flew, and I didn't realize that I flew straight into the wreckage. The second time I was a little bit, you know, more aware and thinking, hang on, let me just assess the situation properly before jumping to conclusions. And thankfully I came to a halt and veered away from the wreckage. But yeah, I mean, it made me think twice that, you know, QT is now not just being interrupted by somebody deliberately trying to break you out of it. There can be other causes for QT being interrupted.
I was kind of hoping that they fixed the marker system so that you could actually make your own markers and QT points and stuff like that. That would, you know, help the game so much out these days.
I would also like to see a more
We can plan, you know,
dynamic and customizable route. Yeah, I mean, say for instance, you are doing a delivery run from Hurston to Crusader. Your route is going to be the same, regardless, unless you deliberately go, okay, I'm going to go to Cruel 1 first and then go to Hurston or whatever, you know, or somewhere else, so that your route is not static. But you will always come out at one of the OMs.
Yeah, but it doesn't, you know, the way you go into an OM determines how you get out of an OM.
Yes, now obviously, I mean, you know, you will jump from, so, you know, if OM 4 is facing Hurston, which generally I think it is, I think it's OM 4, you will always fly to that OM coming from Hurston, but you can jump from anywhere around Crusader directly to Hurston, but it's going to take you to whatever OM it is that's facing Crusader. It won't give you the option of jumping to, say, OM6 at the pole, or OM5 at the opposite pole, as long as you've got a clear line of flight, you should be able to jump to any point you want directly.
Or even between the points and then go to where you need to go.
Yeah,
That
so
would be cool.
so you should be allowed to plot your own custom course and go, okay, I'm carrying precious cargo. I want to avoid the main lanes. I'm going to jump to Cruel 1. From Cruel 1, I'm going to
Right,
jump to
right.
OM6. From OM6, I'm going to, then jump
And
from there to whatever, and sort of create
partial
these.
as well would be nice,
Sorry?
And partial QT, halfway through, I wanted to terminate and then jump to somewhere else. You should be able to
Well,
do
you can do that already. I mean, all you do is you just kill
Yeah, okay, but it's not going to be exactly as
No, no, no,
comfortable.
it's not. Okay, so what you want then is
Programmable.
customized jump points, marker
Yes.
points. Um, yes, that would also be helpful, as long as their mapping system is intelligent enough to be able to say, yes, you can do the route because there's nothing in your way, or no, you can't do the route because you're flying through a planet, direct line of sight. So it will make the navigation system a lot more complex. By a fair degree, I would think. Whereas at least being able to go, okay, right, guys. I mean, even plotting multiple routes. I'm doing a hauling session. All right, I'm going from Seraphim to Crew L4, then Crew L1, then Crew L5, back to Seraphim. All right. Why can I not plot that entire route into my map and fly to Crew L4, and as soon as I get there, it says, okay, first stage, your map is complete. You're now at Crew L4. Next stage is there. When you're ready, you land, you offload, you pick up whatever, you fly out, fly away from the station, switch to QT, and your next marker should already be there. You should just be able to line up, engage, and off you go, instead of every time having to go and plot your next jump. Your next jump.
Well, I think it's still the stage at which the gameplay is right now.
Hmm.
Probably later on they will have where you can actually join together these stages and have it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm hoping it would.
I don't know of very many games that do not allow you to have pinned what do they call them? Staging points? There's a term for stops along the way of a route, of a complete route. Anyway, never mind. But yeah, if they could at least give us that, that would be great. If they could give us specific custom pin jump points as well, like you've asked, I think that would definitely be helpful, especially if you're wanting to do the more illegal type stuff, smuggling drugs and stuff like that. You want to avoid security and things, so you want to be able to plan or find a route that's going to play the smuggler role more immersively. That would be really cool, but I'd be happy just for staged right now. Staged navigation.
It's going to be in little steps and
No, no, I'm sure there are things. Those things are already sitting on someone's to-do list, and it's probably somewhere in the pipeline, but not because it's relatively minor stuff. It's probably not really being brought up. It's not the big ooh ah stuff that Citizen Con's been has given us. But yeah, no, look, there are lots of little things in the game that I could see working in a particular way. It's like, yeah, that would be really cool if it could do that. But most of these things are probably already thought of and sitting on someone's notepad.
The thing is, CIG has poached a lot of devs from other games.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, they're going to bring in, oh, why don't we do something similar to, what I did on this game for these people? But obviously, you're gonna have to bring up something your own creation. Not that they say, "Oh, you copied it from our game" or this or that. So,
I would, a lot of games use similar concepts, and sometimes yes, they are to a degree copied. But I mean, come on, you know,
yeah,
do you really
you
want to be
shouldn't
that?
have to.
You really want to be that petty about it? I
Yeah,
mean,
companies
show
that
me two rom-coms that don't have the same story in them, or two horror movies that don't have the same basic story to them, or anything. Everybody copies everyone. They just make it their own version. So, yeah, unless someone specifically had a copyright on a particular feature of a game, um, as my grandfather used to say to me, steal with your eyes. Steal with your eyes. Do not be afraid to steal with your eyes. If somebody has something and you see it as a good idea, why not?
Okay, well, I think what you should do is not that Weeble tries to come into the game. He said he would maybe join us.
He's
So,
streaming Valheim.
yeah, okay, then
Um,
so maybe you just
which,
jump on and say,
yeah.
hi, we quit because this and that, and
Yeah, no, well, we're not
chat.
even showing his in-game. I mean, both of us have completely shut the game down, so,
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
but he might just try and
Uh,
cut off his gameplay in Valheim
uh,
prematurely just because he thinks he might be able to join us here. So
Return of
maybe
the
you
Star
just jump
Runner.
into his thingy and just say hi and that we kind of hold it early,
Yeah,
give him some fodder for.
Horus Eye Polaris Showcase. Ooh, let's have a look at this.
All right, well, I am actually going to call it now.
Okay,
To watch a video or something.
I'm going to watch this one, then I'm going to say goodnight.
All right, okay.
Alright.
Well, Wednesday then. Cheerio.
Cheers, Wazzy. Have a good night. See you
You
Wednesday.
too. Bye.
Bye. One thing I'll say about RSI SIG, they can sell spaceships. They always make them look so freaking awesome in these videos. Like dramatic music, level of detail. Gorgeous. Various other. Okay, what are those? Engineering. Oh, there's the hangar. Okay, I take it that's engineering. another hangar or a cargo area. Oh, no. Oh. Torpedo tubes. Right. He just scoot. Out through the turret. Nice ship.
Before we get into the bit, I'd like to let you know that I'm doing a giveaway for an LTI.
Oh, no, it's just 38 minutes. No, okay, never mind. We said we're gonna call it, so we're gonna call it. Hey! Okay. Yeah, folks. Star Citizen's not behaving itself for us. Friday and tonight as well, so sorry for that. Fortunately, beyond our control. But for those of you that were here, thank you very much for popping in at least. We appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be back on Wednesday. So until then, keep well. Love and peace to all. See you again soon. Cheers.